Hey everybody. Hello. Nice to have you back. Welcome to the late night vibe with yours truly. And welcome back to the Sandwich Show. It's nice to have you here. So we've been gone for over a week, and it's a chance to recharge and just be a community member again. Actually felt kind of cool. Like it was kind of nice to just not really think about like schedules and stuff, and just jump on Twitch and just chat and enjoy other people's content, and that was actually cathartic in some ways. But you know, I'm back, and with coming back, I've got so many ideas, and I'm really excited to share a lot of them with you tonight. So nice to see you. I had a great weekend. Like it was a really fun weekend, and to summarize, I got to see a musical parodying HBO shows on Friday. I got to work quite a bit on music and watch some college football on Saturday, and then I went to see the Raiders-Chargers game with my dad on Sunday, which was epic. Like, it was great to be in the building for a kickoff opener. And I'm not a Charger fan, but I might become some of a Charger fan this year because of this of these season tickets I got for the team, and they were fairly inexpensive and kind of nice. And so my dad and I had a great time. And we know that, you know, when you go to a Raiders-Chargers game, it can be very crazy. It can be very dangerous in some ways, because fans get really fired up, and they get very drunk, and they get very violent. We've already seen so much evidence of that. I'm sure this year will be no exception. But we did a pretty good job of avoiding most of the shenanigans. But we didn't see any of it in our section either, which is interesting. We did see a pretty tight game. It was a pretty good game. The Chargers came out on top. My dad is a Raider fan, been a Raider fan for a very long time, so he's very disappointed at the result. But I overall, I thought it was a pretty solid game. And let me say hello to some people in the chat. We're in dark mode tonight, so I'm just to denote the lighting differences this evening. Oh, you know what? I have an extra light on. I probably shouldn't have on. Do you notice there's a light? If you look at the right mirror behind me, the mirror to your right, to my left, I guess, but over my shoulder. You notice there's another light in there? Should that be on? Should I leave it on? Is that actually good? I don't know. But anyway, I want to say hello to Crickster. What's up, Crickster? It's good to see you. It's been a minute. Crickster says my friend was at that game. Oh man, I hope your friend survived too. I told my dad after the game, like, we should get a T-shirt that says "We survived the Raiders-Chargers game." Like, that's. I mean, that would be a great. It would probably make money. Like, if I sold that as a merch thing, like. It wouldn't even have to have logos or anything. It would just simply hit in basic letters like "I survived the Raiders Chargers." Everybody would be like nodding, like, I get it. Yeah. I need a clapper for the extra light. A clapper. Oh, you mean like just a clap, go bop bop, clapper. You know, I can turn it off. That's a good idea. That's a great idea, Quickster. Let me see. Let me go roll through some of the more of the comments. Joe says, yes, the Raiders lost. It was a good game up until the fourth quarter. It was. Joe, did you see where the coach decided to punt the ball when they had 4th and 1 and they were at midfield? I thought they were going to go for it on that play. Like, what? Why wouldn't you go for it? Like, that was ridiculous. And it came back to bite them. Like, that's just kind of where the game went. That's where the game unraveled, I think. Yeah, very disappointing ending for the Raiders and the fans. And yeah, the coach definitely is going to get docked for that. You're like, well, you were willing to go for it in the first half. Why would you not be willing to go for it in the second half? That was just unusual. Clap on, clap off the clapper. Yep. Let's see. Did you watch the Steelers play today? I watched the first quarter before I left to go to the Charger game. You gotta give it up to the Steelers. That was a great performance by the Steelers. You know, Fields played in place of Russ Wilson, and Fields did a pretty good job. I mean, you're not gonna expect greatness from Justin Fields, but he was solid today, and the Steelers' defense is really, well, from what I saw in the first quarter, they looked pretty sharp. After that, I didn't see anything, so I don't know what they did, but I do know that Kirk Cousins made some pretty key mistakes, and that Steelers team stayed tough. You know what? It's a nice win for the Steelers to start the year on the road. A lot of people liked Atlanta to win the NFC South this year, so that's a big win. And you take the wins that you can get because you don't have the greatest quarterback advantages if you're the Steelers. So, I mean, thank you very much. I'll take the win. That was a great win. Let's see. Jordy says, I thought the Steelers were going to lose in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I didn't see that, so I don't know. I don't exactly remember. I wouldn't know if they were like kind of losing, like if they were losing, if they're losing air in their tires and so on and so forth. So maybe they were. Jordy, feel free to share your highlights of the game if you want to, because I haven't even seen the highlights of the game, so I don't even know exactly how it ended. But I'm glad they came out of it with a win. Let's see. Joe says, Crickster says, well, I'm not sure she did not post after, but she is a Raiders fan. Oh, I gotcha, yeah. I mean, there were plenty of cool Raider fans in the building. That's the thing. When you see videos of people fighting, it's probably like 1% of the stadium, you know? Like, it's probably like 100 people out of like 80,000 people are being assholes and fighting each other. Right? Think about that for a second. Like, the percentage isn't that much, but we all have phones, so we can just take videos and like show them, and it looks like everybody in the stands is fighting each other every quarter. But it was probably like single-digit % of the stadium that was actually getting involved in fights, which is probably not that different from any other stadium. But they get particularly vicious with this matchup. I get it; it's a really big rivalry. But let me see. And Joe says, looking forward to tomorrow's game, the 49ers Jets, to see what Aaron Rodgers does. So, second Aaron Rodgers Jets opener on Monday Night Football in back-to-back years. The good news for Aaron Rodgers is this game will be played on natural grass, so the odds of him losing the rest of the season to injury are probably low. I should hope for his sake that's the case. Should be interesting though. Some people have thought that the Jets could actually pull the upset here in the game. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't hate that idea. I think they could. I don't think they're gonna do that, but they definitely could. So we'll see. Yeah. Joe, how would you play that? What is your prediction for the game? Or if you have one. But I'm interested to see it too. I'm like kind of curious about it. I'm wondering if the Niners will start strong for the season, or will the Jets be a live dog? I mean, honestly, the Jets defense so good, and I don't know what happened in the offseason per se, but I think most of the Jet defense will still be pretty good this year. So it's going to be an interesting game for sure. Charles says, well, it's so like the 49ers band up here as well. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back one. Joe says, I looked at someone's prediction this season, and I think the guy had the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl. Well, it's like, so the 49ers band up here as well. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Crickster, our resident Cincinnati Bengal fan, says, my team lost today. On the plus side, our rookie kicker made a new team record punting. Yeah, that's a bummer of a loss. They lost to Jamie's Patriots today. That's a kind of honestly, that was a real surprise to me. I didn't think the Patriots were gonna win any game this year. So that was kind of nuts. As I was kind of watching it, I'm like, well, okay, maybe they'll come back in the third quarter. Or they'll come back in the second quarter. They'll come back in the fourth quarter. They never came back. The Bengals with a rough loss to start the year. But it's early. I don't really know what that really means yet. Yeah. Tough loss for sure. Tough loss though. Crickster says her brothers were probably those fighting. Oh, your friend's brothers? They were drinking and sadly they should stop drinking because they get mean. Oh yeah, that can be a problem. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Jordy says, as long as they won, who cares? However, my team, the Packers, lost to the Eagles. Yeah, and I didn't even get to see that game because I was at the HBO parody show, this parody stage improv show on Friday, which was really hysterical. But I did not get to see the game. I didn't even know what happened. I didn't know. I know who won because I saw the score at the end, but that's about it. I couldn't tell you like who was playing well or who wasn't or whatnot. But there were a lot of points in the game. That's as much as I know. But you know what I did see, Jordy, and this is rough. This is a tough spot for the Packers. But Jordan Love hurt himself in the game. I believe it was torn MCL. So he's gonna be out for like 3 to 4 weeks. Oh man, it was some kind of injury that will take him out for 3 to 4 weeks, and that is a tough night for Jordan Love, and he's been playing so much better in the last few weeks, going back to last season too. Like, man, hate to see that. He's really got his head on his shoulders, you know. Like it's just like you want him to succeed. So hopefully he'll be back, and hopefully the Packers can get by in the meanwhile. Joe says, I believe they'll be in the playoff hunt, but anything can happen first week of football. Yeah, no doubt about it. I'm not sure, Joe. Is that in reference to the Packers or to the Bengals? I think in both cases that would be correct, though. Yeah, an 80-yard punt. Wow, that's a great record for the Bengal kicker. Yeah. Crickster says, very rarely do the Bengals do well in the season opener. They often make it to the wild card by a thread and lose. Yeah, you're right. There's definitely some history behind that, Crickster. I mean, the more you know, the funnier that comment is. But you know what? They think they'll turn it around. I mean, they've still got a lot of great players. As long as Joe Burrow stays healthy, I think it'll be all right. So, not all is lost, and certainly not all can be lost after only a week. Unless you're the Carolina, I think they're done. Jesus. What happened? I'm like, I thought, well, maybe they'll be at least better than last year. They might be worse than last year. This is a 2-15 team that might actually be worse. Or no, I think it was a 1-16 team. I don't know, I think it's 2-15. And I think they're gonna be worse than that. They're gonna be worse than that this year. I mean, they look useless. Anyway, let's see. Trickster says, yeah. Jordy says, that is unfortunate for the Packers, but what can we do? I know, yeah. That is really tough, though. Like, especially, like, week 1. Like, that's... But because it's week 1, there's still plenty of time to turn it around when Love does come back. Hopefully, that timetable's accurate. So we'll see. Jordy asks, what teams are you looking strong? Are you looking strong coming into the season? It's impossible to make that assessment in the NFL. I guess if I go by what the carryover from last year plus what happened in week 1, good question, but we just don't know. Like, I feel like the teams that look good this week will look terrible next week. You never, it's hard for me to say. I think the Texans are probably going to be, but I think I think a good answer to your question would be the Texans. I think the Texans are going to do things this year. I think that's a game that any team in the division, like if you are playing a divisional game, playing a team like the Colts, and you come out of that with a win in the game that just goes back and forth like that, that's a quality win. I think the Texans are going to do things this year. And Jordy, interestingly, you use going into the season, I felt pretty good about the Chargers, and the way they won the game today kind of cements a lot of that. And I think if they don't slip, and the Chargers will do that. They'll have a great game, and then the next week they'll play garbage. So this is going to really be the litmus test when they play Carolina. Carolina looked terrible. If the Chargers can go over there and win against Carolina, and not only win, but like win convincingly, I do think I feel like my preseason sentiment about the Chargers will carry over. And I think I feel like they're gonna be having a pretty good year. So yeah, I think, like I said, it's hard to really know after only a week. But so far, there are 3 teams that I kind of like going in. And the Chargers are one. My Steelers are the other one. And people are down on them, and I get it. Like, where's the quarterbacking going to come from? I get it. But that defense is pretty good. And I think if they get just even average quarterback play like they did today from Fields, they're gonna be around for a while. And Houston, same scenario. Like, they have a very nice young coach. They have Stroud. It's a good team. I just don't know what their defense is going to bring it each week. So those 3 teams definitely stand out to me right now. I think the Cowboys are going to be solid. Not that anyone was really surprised by that, but I think they're going to be solid. I think they'll probably have at least 8 wins. So, I mean, when you play the Giants 2 times and you play the Giants 2 times, and what's the other team that stinks? Oh, well, I mean, Washington, you never know. Washington's weird like that. They can sometimes sneak up for a win. But when you play the Giants 2 times, that's 2 wins right off the bat. So I think Dallas will be pretty solid this year. They probably can split against the Eagles, and so after that, it's just a matter of how you take care of business against the presumably inferior competition. Oh, thank you, Jordy. Yeah. But we'll see. Like, we don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean, it could, but I feel pretty good about all these teams right now. And after week 2, we'll have a better idea, I'm sure. So, let's see. Joe says the guy who was doing the predictions says the head coach of the Chargers is gonna win Coach of the Year. That's gonna be a good race, Harbaugh has that MO. He has that MO to turn teams around. He's just a winner. He goes everywhere. He wins. He went to Michigan. He won a title at Michigan. Like, just in a year where the SEC was just winning everything, he won a title at Michigan, and then he went out. And then obviously the sign stealing thing, we do have to, I'm not going to dance around that. Like, that did happen. But with that being said, I mean, he's in the NFL at this point. Oh, we got a ban. Thank you, King. Wow, good to see you, my friend. Shout out to King. Yeah, I missed that. I really did. Yeah. I was looking forward to seeing that again. Let me see what we got here. Yeah. But yeah, Joe, I think that's a good prediction. I guess this is sort of what I'm trying to get at. Now, you have him you have the coach for the Texans. You have Mike Tomlin, who's coaching the Steelers, who, like I said, they're taking a team who's down. Everybody's down on him. I think he could take the Steelers back to the playoffs this year. So you're going to have some pretty good coaching performances this year. And I definitely think Harbaugh could be right there. If the Chargers were to come out and win the AFC West, he would most definitely he most definitely would have a good case. Crickster says, next game we play Travis Swift. I love the Bengals in that spot, Crickster. Do not give up hope on your season yet. I know you're not, but I love the Bengals. You know the Bengals play them tough. Everybody knows that the Bengals play the Chiefs tough. It's going to be a very, very good game. And I think the Bengals could do it again. We'll see. And if I think even if it wasn't Kansas City, but if it was in Cincinnati, even more so. So I mean, that is going to be a game to watch for sure. Let's see. Anybody else? The Swift, the Kansas City Swifties are also coming to LA to play the Chargers at the end of the month, and so my dad and I went to see the game today. We're gonna go back to that game on the 29th, and that is going to be really, really fun. We're gonna get to see some Hall of Famers on the field, and I'm very excited about that. I've never seen either Travis Kelce or Patrick Mahomes play in person, so that's gonna be really entertaining to watch. Just see just how fast they are, how hard they can throw or how hard one can throw the ball, and how well one can catch the ball. Like, it's gonna be great. A sports ball I can talk about. Or Taylor Swift. Well, yeah, Taylor Swift too. I mean, and the odds of Tay being in the building have got to be kind of amazing if you think about it. I mean, LA, Hollywood, the whole thing. One of the big music cities in the entire planet. Like, there's no doubt that Taylor Swift will be around for that game. I feel like she'll find time and make time for that. And so that'd be cool. So that just knowing you're in the same building with Taylor Swift is kind of cool. It's not gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna end up anywhere near someone of that caliber. Like, you know, that's not like you're gonna be going up this escalator and then like that's not how it works. But to think of that you know that you'll be within, like, you know, like within like 200 yards of someone that famous is kind of cool. Crickster says, how was the weather at the game? It was hot. You know, it's interesting, Crickster. So, the temperature is 94 degrees, but SoFi has done a really good job of like situating their roof and then their concourses, and they must have some kind of fan or something blowing, because there's always air going through there. And for as hot as it was a pretty tolerable situation. I mean, it was steamy. I was sweating the whole time. But it was a lot more comfortable than it would have been if I was just outside. So whatever they're doing, it feels like a sauna sometimes, but it wasn't that. It was like a mild sauna, and it was, honestly, it really wasn't that bad for that temperature. And to feel like that in that temperature is kind of amazing. So I've had worse experiences with heat at Dodgers games. Yeah, and it's just you get all of it when you go there, because it's just the sun, there's no roof, there's nothing. And so if you're not in the shade at a game like that in Dodger Stadium, you're toast. And so there's technically no shade in our section in SoFi Stadium, but that roof kind of helped things along, and then the breeze coming in helped things along too. So ultimately it was all right. We were actually really fortunate to have weather that hot, and it still was a fairly comfortable experience. Not comfortable, but certainly a lot more comfortable than it would have been in other venues. So I think SoFi was designed very well to handle situations like this. And yeah, so I wanted to be okay. Like, the breeze definitely helped. Davey streaming playing Where's T Swift. That's not so fun. Crickster says, it was hot here and there. Massive fire broke out and got windy and ashy and smoky here, then got dry hot. Was apocalyptic looking. Yeah. I've been around when there's been fires nearby, and yeah, very much the same thing. Red skies, purple skies. It's kind of cool looking, but until you realize why the sky is red and purple, it's like, damn, right? But yeah. Joe, how have you been? How's the weather where you are? I know you're kind of in the vicinity of where Trickster and I are. I hope you're doing all right. Hey, Bean Dealer, how's it going? Bean says, what's the Davey doing? Davey is chilling. So nice to see you, Bean. Can we give a shout to Bean Dealer? Like, it's so nice to see you, Bean. How have you been? I hope you're staying cool, too. I think the heat wave this weekend was only in LA. I think everybody else had just regular weather. Because I was looking at the temperatures everywhere else, like, yeah, it's just average weather. Average temperature. And then we get to us, like, fucking 101. Like, Except where we were at, so, like, I think one of the interesting things about Inglewood is that it actually is situated in line with the ocean, so it gets an ocean breeze. So, I never knew that about Inglewood before, but I should have known that because it's in line with the airport, and the airport's definitely right along the, you know, right in line with the ocean breeze. So it actually makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Yeah, how have you been, Bean? What's good with you, my friend? So nice to see you. Let's see. We have a lot of other things here. Let me see. I only see me, Jordy, and Bean talking. What do we have here? Joe says, I hope you have a blasted Twitch. Thank you so much, Joe. That's so nice of you to say. Oh, Joe says, oh no, we're up in the 90s here in the South Bay. Oh, okay, you're in South Bay. Okay, gotcha. I mean, 90s is still pretty high, but it's not 100, right? So, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, hopefully it cools down for you too, though, Joe. Let's see. Let's keep going here. Jordy says, have you been keeping up with the PGA Tour? I have a little bit, although I did not. I really did a terrible job following the playoff. But congrats, Scotty Scheffler. Good win. Bean says, I had an awesome weekend. Weather-wise, it was super cool. It's about to get toasty hot here. Oh no, not you too, Bean. What is it with these damn heat waves? Jeez. I know the answer to that question. You don't have to answer that. I already know the answer. Everybody knows the answer, but stay cool. All in all. Yeah. Joe says, I'm only like that under 10 miles away from Levi's Stadium. Oh, you're that close to Levi's Stadium. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Joe, you were in a good spot. You got the best pho. It sounds so good in your neighborhood, man. It's so good. But Joe, that's cool. That's I think Santa Clara can sometimes get some nice breezes from the bay. But it gets hot. It gets hot. I've heard many stories from friends in South Bay, NorCal South Bay to be specific, and about how it can get hot. So hopefully things cool down for you too, Joe. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Joe, I was curious. Are you a Niner fan at all, or are you a fan of a particular team? I think you mentioned the team in the maybe you're. I'm getting the idea that Joe's a Raiders fan because the Raiders were in Oakland for a while. Yeah. Joe says, yeah, Santa Cruz and we do in San Jose. Get some nice ones. Ah, I gotcha, Joe. Right on. Bean says, I'm doing okay, just grinding life. You know how it is. Oh, right on. I do. I be grinding too. Like, just doing things at work. But yeah, I was saying earlier in the stream, I took the week off of streaming, really just to catch up on other things, and just relax for a little bit, and it was cool. Like, it was, like I was saying, like I really had a throwback week. I had a throwback to the days before I was streaming. When I joined Twitch, it was in March of 2021. I spent a good solid 2 months just being a fan of other people's channels, and that's what I was doing last week, and it was kind of nice. Like, I could only lurk some of them, but when I could chat, it was really cool to just say hello to everybody, and that was nice. That was pretty good. Yeah. Jared says, I like both the Raiders and the Niners, but I usually root for the underdogs in football and baseball and basketball. All right, right on. Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna be in the middle of everything, Joe, tomorrow. Hopefully the traffic's not too bad near you. Jordy says heat is no problem for eating pho. Yeah, true story. True story. But yeah. But it is great to see you all here. And Crickster, same thing. Really good to see you. Now Crickster says it was 1:14. It was 1:14 yesterday at work. Holy mackerel. Yeah, that is oof. 1:14 is crazy. Yeah, I don't exactly know where the heat extends, but I believe San Diego was not part of it. If your homo's in chat, feel free to confirm or deny. Pho just sounds great right now, doesn't it? Yeah. But one thing I did tonight, I'm just gonna redeem this now because I anticipate it. Let me see. There it is. I saved y'all some points. There we go. Pickle bean time. Because I tried for the first time tonight pickles in a grilled cheese sandwich, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. I'm still working on the ratio of pickles to cheese in the sandwich, but I really did like it. I thought it was very good. There's your pickle bean. And of course, I knew it. I knew it. I think the ratio is 0 to 1. Hello, Rohomo. Good to see you again. 0 to 1. I see where you stand on pickles. Can we give a shout to Rohomo? Of course we can. Good to see you, my friend. Looking forward to catching up with you soon, my friend. So let's see. At least you ain't alone on this bean. True. Okay, so pickle bean first. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Jordy's asking, do you think Otani gets a triple 50 before the end of the season? I'm pretty sure of it. I think the home runs is only like 3 or 4. I feel like that's the hardest part. I think the other stuff is probably in hand, so I believe so. I mean, not a lock by any means. Okay, pickle bean success. It's great. Now this one is a popcorn or buttered popcorn. I'm sorry, this one's popcorn or rotten egg. There you go. Oh, no go. Thank you, Jordy, for the redeem. You have been Delta Bean. I have. I'm honored to be Delta Bean in your presence, Bean, because you are true. You are the Bean dealer. So big time congrats, everybody. Okay, I think it's a good time to roll out the announcements. So we have a lot of them. We have a lot of announcements. A lot of Sandwich Show announcements. Okay, so number 1. Oh, you got Peach? Nice, Jordy. Announcement number 1. We have a new guest in our Sandwich Q&A series, which we'll bring back after anywhere from 3 to 4 to even 6 weeks off. It's going to depend on how well I can recruit in the next few days. But we do have a guest coming up at the end of the month, and I'm very excited about it. Our good friends October Ember, who are incredibly good musicians out of the great state of Ohio, will be joining us on the program on the 24th. And they're really fun, they're very cozy, and they have very unique music, and it's really good. Jen and Kev do such a great job at October Ember. They've released a lot of songs on music platforms, and I am thrilled to get to chat with them. I'm very excited, and they do great work. Go follow October Ember Music. It's really great, and we'll tell you more about that in a few weeks. That's the biggest announcement I have at the moment, but there are others. So TwitchCon's coming up in less than 2 weeks, and as is tradition, we are going to try for another karaoke stream. Now, because we did not get good reception last time, we will not attempt that again. So instead, we're just going to record it wherever we settle, wherever we end up doing the karaoke, wherever we end up doing the karaoke party, and we'll replay it on Twitch the week after here on the Sandwich Show. So that's the plan. And so we will call that TwitchCon. I mean, sorry, we will call that Karaoke Night Volume 21, TwitchCon San Diego Edition. I think I'm just gonna call it San Diego Edition. Yeah, just San Diego Edition. And the people we will have on this program will be great. Like, most of the crew from last year will be there. So Subtractor Cat and Tina Heels are scheduled. Again, things can happen over time, but I believe that's oh man, again. You got a boat! Let's go, batch. Oh Lord. I don't know how we're gonna solve this problem, but thank you for taking care of our cheap viewer. Should we just do like a cheap viewer count on the channel? Like, just like count the cheap viewers and just put it on the screen. And if we get to like 30, like I'll just do like bonus beans or something like that. Like, maybe we should do that. Have some fun with it, you know? Gotta make it a fun thing. I got a boat too. Got a badge as well, Rahomo. I'm excited. It's gonna be a really fun time. Now Rahomo has expressed interest in this event as well. I'm very excited about that. And we have Jump for Joy joining us. I will jump for that as well. Who else? Anybody else? Like, a lot of people, like, and even more exciting guests, but I will confirm or deny those. Oh, Aaron's gonna be with us. The Lunar Raccoon will join us for this program. It'll be really great. And yeah, I mean, if you are an alum of the karaoke series, you are most definitely invited to this show. And if you happen to be at TwitchCon at the same time, all the more reason to come. Just reach out to me. We have a venue in a hospitality suite. It was originally going to be at Hive Karaoke, but we changed it because, one, the new venue is so much closer to, I mean, it's like next to TwitchCon, literally. So that's a huge win for us. And two, because of that, we have a more open-ended, capacity cap, and I think that will be great. So, more details in Discord and all the things, and message me if you have any questions. Rahomo says, Aaron's going to get to kick my ass in first. Yes! Aaron's going to get to kick your ass on Crimson! Bump it up! I'm so excited about that! No, I'm just kidding. But I'm excited to see you both meeting. That's going to be fun times. I invited Green Guy to join our karaoke soiree as well. Not necessarily to sing or anything, but just to be there. So we'll see. We'll see if he takes the olive branch from us. But it'd be fun to have him there. We have like some of people from Subbies and Teenies community as well, like Kaiser and Nightingale. Like, it's gonna be a good time. There are some big names that I have not confirmed or denied, but I do know that our good friend Claire Pix has expressed interest in joining us, and I'm very excited about it. But I do need to, and you need to clarify, and I need everyone to know that the venue has changed. I hope we can get the message across to everybody so that no one is left out. We'll see. Meeting IRL, Davey IRL must be better than meeting US president. Well, there's so many ways you could tackle that statement. If you're talking about meeting the US president like 3 years ago, wait, no, 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago. Well, I think meeting anybody would have. No. Let's. I'm not gonna do politics on this program, but thank you, Jordy. That's really kind of you to say. Thank you. Yeah, but the point of that is like, it's going to be really, really fun. And I'm already trying to situate and test equipment. I got a stand. I got the iPad over here. You can't see it, but I got the iPad over here, which we'll use for the, to show the lyrics. That was a nice dodge. Hey, Tony, what is going on? How you been? How you doing? How's it going? What up, Tony? But you could have a nice Dodge, or would you rather have a nice Buick, Tony? That's the real question. Think about that for a second. I mean, anybody could have a Dodge, but what about having a Buick? You cannot warn the broadcaster. Let's see. I take nothing that a mod says about the streamer at face value. Bad joke. Tony knows. Indeed. Indeed. Don't dodge it. Ram it. Oh my lord. Ram it. Oh my gosh. Ram it is good times. Davey got the ultimate setup for karaoke. Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. Like the gear is looking fresh. I just gotta make sure that the battery charge is gonna hold up and everything. It should be all right. But I got the charger and everything, so it should be okay. I do need to test the whole kit at some point. But it's looking good. It's looking pretty good. Tony knows. Let's go. You know, also the Wi-Fi doesn't give up. Wi-Fi doesn't give up. That's I dig it. Tony asks, how many stream decks do you have, though? I mean, that depends on who you are. It doesn't really matter. Like, not everybody needs the same amount, so... A fair question, I guess. Yeah, for sure, Tony. For sure, Tony. Have I seen you before? I thought I have. I'm not sure. No, apparently not. So I am meeting you for the first time. Hello, Tony. I'm Davey. Nice to meet you. I see you're going to TwitchCon. Cool. Well, thanks for joining us. There's someone 46, you say? You know, it's, only 3 from 49. And then you could have said 49 times. I hit a stream deck. Missed opportunity for that person. Hey, Richard. What's going on? How's it going? Hey, Sandwich Show has made me think of the very, very wonderful time I had last month in the small town of Sandwich, Massachusetts. Watching several bands at a place, including Tyler Loves playing with Jolie at 4. Hey, that's not too bad. That's a good show right there. Well, welcome in, Richard. Nice to see you. Yeah, Sandwich is cool. Sandwich is cool. I'm glad that makes me smile that there is a town. I think I see some meme photos of like Sandwich Police. So that must be where that's from. Like, it must be from that town over there in New England. So that's pretty cool. But that's super cool, Richard. How's your weekend been? How you been overall? It's good to see you, my friend. Homo says, I mean, if it's ever been a lady, yeah. Good song, though. Good song. But, oh, question for Richard. Richard, did you have a sandwich during that show or during that trip to Sandwich, Massachusetts? And if you did, if you're willing to divulge what kind of sandwich it was, I'd love to know. I'm quite curious. Richard says, "They've been really great, thanks." You're very welcome. My 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 knack for journalism sometimes extends to sandwich questions. So, Bean says, "All right, Dave, I'm off to bed. Have a good stream, my dude." Thank you, Bean. Great to see you, my friend. I hope your streams are going well. As please, everybody, give our friend Bean Dealer a follow. Bean's played some cool games on stream. It's an all-around good egg. It's been so nice to get to know you all these years, Bean. Thank you so much for popping in. Much love, my friend. Thank you so much. Oh, I guess that doesn't work because I have to set the thing. I didn't realize I had to do that in my own channel. Okay, fair enough. I guess I'll fix that question. Let me see. I can do it over here. Let me see. This one or is it the other one? This? Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, there we go. Oh, didn't show up? I'm trying to remember what I'm the worst at this. Like, I don't remember how to change the things. I'm also so confused, like, why can't you change? Why am I not able to change this for all the channels at once? Like, why do I have to go to these individually and do it? It's just... Every year I do this, and every year it's the same thing. I'm like, it doesn't show up, and I forget to push the button, and da-da-da-da-da. It just doesn't... So anyway, just know that yes, I am going to TwitchCon despite... Exactly. Just say yes. Exactly. I could have saved like a lot of time if I had just said it rather than try to do this trick with the badges. So that should work out. But thank you, Tony, for the follow. I appreciate you. So Tony, are you I wonder if you're familiar with some of the other channels that we're friends with. Like, we do have I am in the arena of music makers and crafters. So a lot of the channels that I follow myself are also in that field. So we have other variety streamers that we promoted and we've had on the program, and I mean, we love folks in the music category because that was how I found this place. Even though I already knew about the gaming, like, it was nice to come here to hear music at the same time. So, yeah. Oh, King for the win with his comment. King says, badges? We don't need no stink. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's pretty good, King. That's pretty good. Jordy says, you have yet to find a sandwich streamer. I don't know about that. There's that sandwich dude. He's pretty good. I would say, if you are not following that sandwich dude, get your life right and follow that sandwich dude. Like, not only a cool guy, but like a really good streamer. And if you can believe it, he is a great musician. Like, if you ever were to raid that sandwich dude, you've done it once or twice. He creates these songs out of his looper, and they are fantastic. He's got this whole Barry White R&B groove thing going, like, with his music. It's great. Go follow that sandwich dude. It's such a good channel. I do not know if that sandwich dude eats sandwiches on stream. That's Jordy. I think you may have something there. But as someone who I hope to meet someday, I don't know when, maybe at TwitchCon. I think he was at TwitchCon, like, and I do believe he's a he, him, just to be clear. I wouldn't be that specific about the pronouns if I didn't know that already, but presuming, we'll just call him sandwich dude. I believe he was at TwitchCon 2022, but I didn't know enough about the channel at the time. Now I do, and it's like, I cannot wait to meet that person. Like, that would be really cool. Yeah. So, let's just ask this basic question to anybody. Everybody going to TwitchCon, who's someone you're really excited to meet? Like, or people that you're excited to meet that you follow, or that you wanted to meet, or even community members? Like, are there people that you want to introduce yourself to, or just say hello, or just watch in panel? Like, if there are any people that you're looking forward to seeing or meeting there, we'd love to hear from you about that. It'd be really cool to get a meter from everybody. So yeah, that's gonna be great. Let me get to my third announcement. So, third announcement for the Sandwich Show. After TwitchCon, I will be participating in, or at least I tentatively agreed to participate in a raid train for Mocker Plays IRL raid train showcase. Not the raid train, the IRL showcase, but it's a raid train to support the IRL showcase. So this is a Mocker Plays raid train, which means it's going to be so much fun and so chaotic. And it has a lot of... Already, the schedule is fantastic. I've seen some of it. So I'm thrilled to announce that I will be part of that. And for the moment, I will attempt to schedule the stream for 11 o'clock Eastern to whenever. Like, I'm willing to go as long as he needs me to go. I'm willing to go as long as I'm allowed to go. And between the two, I think it'll be really fun. So, so yeah, big shout out to our friend Mocker. It'll be good times. Rahoma says people I haven't met yet. Tony says all kinds of people. Okay. I deserve that. I knew that was the response I was gonna get, as would be fair enough. But yeah, I mean, me too though. To be honest, like I'm looking forward to meeting all kinds of people. There's no one or two people I'm gonna really single out there. Like there's a lot of people I want to meet. I'm very excited to meet them. Richard says the dates this year totally don't work for me, but I'll get to TwitchCon one of these years. Well, hopefully, Richard. Yeah, it's a great experience, you know. Like it's really fun, and I think the biggest thing about it is literally the what we just said. Like you can meet people that you enjoy, and people you've talked to all the time on stream, and that's a good thing. It's a really cool thing. Rahoma says I'm looking forward to finally meeting Tony. Me too. In fact, I mean, if I do nothing on TwitchCon, meeting Tony TM, that's gonna be the thing that we gotta do, or else my entire month is a failure. Like, you know. But yeah, those are the big things. So TwitchCon karaoke happening, and then we'll stream it the week after. I do not have any plans to stream like mini interviews like I did last year. It's a lot of work. I'm just gonna tell you this up front. Like it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So I'm going, but I will gladly be on anybody else's mini stream show. So if I see anybody else walking around with the phone, I would be most happy to cameo on their program. So we'll see how it goes. But it'll be great just to vibe and hang out with people. And you know, if there is like a spot to like record a thing or something, we can do that too, for sure. There was a question about a Davey meetup. I don't know yet, because I think if there's gonna be a BorkCon type meetup, I'm thinking it would be a Thursday. But I don't exactly have an idea of the schedule yet, so I don't know yet. So, but you'll always catch me around the Twitch. Well, every day of TwitchCon I'll be there. So most likely you'll see me at Kappa Cabana. So, with that as a base, as a basis, I think that's what I have at the moment. If I have anything more concrete, I'll let you know, for sure. When is it? Oh yeah, good question. So TwitchCon will be the weekend of September 19th. So it's like September 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And good times. Yeah. Well, September 20th through 22nd is like when the dates are. Yeah. Yeah. Like the actual, I said the 19th because that's like the night before, but Richard says, I've been doing my best to go to gigs this year by Twitch musicians. I followed 5 so far, soon to be 6. The legendary Atlanta Matty will be touring and will be coming within 2 miles of me. Yeah, that's a big tour. Atlanta's gonna be all over the country. That's gonna be all over both countries, all over North America, actually. Just kind of, it's a huge tour. So, you know what? It's such interesting you mentioned that, Richard. Like, you're not gonna believe. Well, maybe you will believe this. Actually, it's a very believable dream. But, I think I had a dream last night that I met Atlanta for the first time, and I think it was probably at TwitchCon. It's not an exciting dream because it's like gonna happen for real, but it was pretty cool, and I don't remember a lot about it. I just remember that it happened, and good times. When are we getting the Davey tour? Oh man, I'd have to quit my job, I think, to do that, because like it needs to do that. You need like 3 to 4 weeks, right? Yeah, that'd be tough to do. I would fall so far behind my day job. I would love to do it though. If I knew I could have like 3 to 4 weeks off the clock, Jordy, that tour would totally go down. It'd be fun. Yeah. Yeah, Jordan says no shenanigans this year. No, I didn't say no shenanigans. I mean, maybe we'll do some IRL streams at the Gas Lamp Quarter, just for shits and giggles. But I was just thinking like the, you know, like actually being at TwitchCon and going, hey, the X and Y are here, and A, X and B are here, and so on and so forth. I don't know. I have to monitor. I don't know. You know what? The thing that really drives TwitchCon IRL streams is the spontaneity of it, right? So if I think too much about it, I don't think it's gonna be as good as if I just roll it out and try it. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll change my mind and I'll do something. But for now, I'm just glad to just hang out and vibe with people. Yeah. Oh, Tony, that's a dangerous question. How many channels does Rahomo troll professionally? I mean, Rahomo lives and breathes trolling. I think Rahomo is probably more than I should. But I love it. I love it, though. We love it. You know. Let's get Davey a sandwich chain sponsor. We need a sandwich sponsorship. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like Jersey Mike's would be fun. Like, Jersey Mike's would be cool. I know Jersey Mike's already has is already sponsoring somebody way more famous than me, but it'd be pretty cool. Yeah. And Richard, if I do run into you at some point after you see Orlando show, let me know how it goes. Like, I'm really excited to hear how it goes. I know you're just as passionate about music as the rest of us are, and we do know that Alana is such a accomplished musician, right? And so I'm excited for you, my friend. Richard says, speaking of, when I finally quit my current job, which I love, no plan for that yet. Oh, you're saying when you finally quit your job. I want to spend 2 months driving all over North America to visit and see gigs by my 30 favorite Twitch streamers. Oh man, from Vancouver, British Columbia down to Orlando, Florida. Wow. Some people do 30 MLB ballparks. This is actually much better. Like, you get to visit 30 people from Twitch. That'd be really fun. I love your plan too to go see gigs. Like, you're not going and calling them on the thing and like, or messaging them like, hey, can I come to your house and collab with you? Like, what you're saying is, no, let me do something you're doing. Let me integrate myself into your gig. I think it's really cool, and it's definitely gonna be appreciated across the board by everybody who's involved. So that's really cool, Richard. And I see already you've had some great success finding people in your area, and that's super cool. So, you know, I hope you get to see a few more shows down the road, because they are really great. I love seeing them down here too. You know, here on the West Coast. Rahoma says, you could be the next Subway spokesman. And then Rahoma says, please don't. Yeah, I couldn't do that to people, Rahoma. I couldn't do that to people. Tony says, put a Stream Deck on a wish list. Put a link somewhere in your Twitch profile. Wait, hold it. Tony, I know you didn't mean to do this, but for a friend of mine, I love the Twitch profile idea. I will come attain your dream of meeting me, and I will show you new levels of professional trolling. At long last. Oh my, very exciting. It's an inside joke. It's not. I just being silly. Yeah, I know you meant Twitch. It's all good. It's all good. But there's a. I don't know if I should do this, but it is a clip that happened, so theoretically it's fair game. I think I'm gonna do it. And sometimes in life you always say, is it better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission? Um, time will tell, I think. So, let's just try this and see what happens. Okay. Turn this down for a little. This is a private conversation, David. Don't. Oh no, I'm sorry. My bad. I cannot take you making fun of my lisp, though. No, I should never do that. You're right about that. Richard says, last month I had the giant pleasure of catching a small intimate tour by Emily Henry Music. Yeah, our friend Emily. You mean, Richard. The best New York Times best-selling author, Emily Henry. Just kidding. Now that's a troll. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm sorry, both Emilys actually. But yeah, I mean, that's Richard. That's really cool. Like, Richard says, I don't know about that other Emily Henry. Yeah, I didn't too. I didn't either. And then one time I went to Target and I saw a book by an Emily Henry. That's the book. That was the book I just showed you. And I was like, wait a second. And I had to buy the book. I'm like, hey, you know, I just need this for posterity. So I bought it. And I haven't read it yet, but I heard it's pretty good. So no, I knew it was just a typo. You're good, Tony. It's all good. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. So, an intimate tour by Emily Henry. Yikes! What an experience! Included an amazing conversation with her musician father. I remember this notation about her father. That was pretty cool. Richard, that's awesome. I'm glad you had a great time at that concert. That's so cool. Romo says, okay, but whose idea was it to put an S in Lisp? Now, see, how cool is that? Like, that's kind of messed up. You're absolutely right, Romo. Like, how can we do this? That's just not fair. Tony says, I am nowhere near Rohomo's level. No, Rohomo's a pro. We have established... In fact, I think, as far as I'm concerned, Rohomo's a Hall of Famer. Like, Rohomo's a troll Hall of Fame. In the trolling Hall of Fame, Rohomo's definitely there. Yeah. But that's where we're so honored to have Rohomo among us. Like, it's a phenomenal... our friend is a phenomenal part of the community. Rohomo says, is this a compliment? I mean, that's supposed to be? It's a fair question. Best asshole award, wait. Yeah, let's go with it. Oh my goodness, that's great. Yeah, I'm not gonna end up playing the clip. I don't want to make streamers feel, I mean, because we've addressed the Lisp situation. Like, I don't want to give people the idea that we're making fun of Lisp, even though we really aren't. But when you see things out of context, it's hard for people to make that judgment. So why put ourselves in that position? Okay, how do I ban myself? You're good, Romo. You're good. You are good. Tony, I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Have you been? Are there any other? We've asked this question. I'm going in circles. Regardless, welcome and thank you for the follow. It is nice. It is nice to see you. Nice to have you as part of our sandwicher community. I appreciate you. Yeah, you did answer this question. I totally forgot. I do remember those names. Thank you for answering the question. Cool. I've not been to those channels. Maybe I should, though. You get around. You mentioned this as well. Good deal. Okay. What time we got? I mean, we did pretty well with time tonight. Some people have not changed their settings for the knock feature yet. That's a dangerous road. Okay. Right on, Tony. Well, that's all I got tonight. This is a short stream. I mentioned it was going to be short. It has been short. And I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you so much, everybody. Rahoma, good to see you. Tony, nice to meet you. And, Richard, great to see you again. Crickster, good to see you again, too. So nice to see you, my friend. Jordy, always great to have you here. A shout out to our friend Jordy. One of the real ones in our community. And, likewise to Jamie. Great to see you, Jamie. Congrats on your team's win. Incredible. I did not see it coming. The Patriots already have one more win than I expected this season. Incredible. We'll see if they can carry it over to week 2. Yeah, good to see you too. Well, I would say I missed you, but we've been chatting on DMs too. But I've been missing you in chat though. So. Wait, before we go, Jamie, before we go, who you got tomorrow? Jets, 49ers. Who you got? And then we'll go ahead and rate out. Yeah, it's good to see Jamie again. Anyone but the Jets. Well, that leaves one team. So there's only 2 teams. So I guess I can safely say that you were going for the 49ers. Richard says, likewise, it's the wee hours where I am, and my favorite thing to do in this time is hanging out with lovely Twitch friends and small streams. Well, thank you, Richard. It's lovely hanging out with you, too. I've seen you around. Wishing you the best. And like I said, I do hope your concert in Atlanta goes great. Make sure to say, hey, Atlanta's good people, is a good people person like that. Maybe a lot of them might even remember your name from chat. Who knows? But, yeah. Put my money on the 40-liners? 40-liners? That was deliberate, Jordy. I know it. That would have been a really good joke like 40 years ago, too. Oh my gosh. Good times. Alright, let's go ahead and raid out. This is a great time. So, I have an unusual raid target tonight, and I would like for you all to enjoy something a little different than what we normally do. We are about to go to the only fully scripted show on Twitch, one of the funniest shows on the entire platform, and a show that also features some really cool guests, but the 2 people who host the show are amazing. Nurse Huckleberry and Duder are hilarious people. I would like to introduce you to them tonight. So we're going to raid Nurse Huckleberry this evening and give them all the sandwicher love. Throw your sandwiches at them and other fine compliments and stuff. Oh, nice. She knows you're coming. That's great, Richard. She knows I'm coming. It's a legendary small indie music club in Cambridge. That sounds legendary, yeah. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, Richard. May that be a great concert for you, and do enjoy. Alright, let's go ahead and start the raid call. Thank you, mods. Mod love to King and Jamie and Rahomo tonight. It's good to see you. It's really good to see you, like, for real. Like, it's so nice to see you again. Like, I'll be back pretty soon. I couldn't even be back on Monday. It's gonna be 9,000 degrees again, so I'm not... We'll see. But I mean, even just to do this again tomorrow night would be fine. We'll see. But I'll definitely be back on Wednesday. We're gonna, I'm sorry, Thursday. We will pick up the Golf with Your Friends on Thursday, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah. Copy those raid calls. We're gonna go say hello to Nurse Huckleberry. They'll be going on all night. Y'all, enjoy the show. It's gonna be really fun. They also cook really good food, too. That's huge. So, we'll see how they're doing. And they have cats! Can't beat that. Let's go. Thanks for doing real modding, King. Well, what any level of any kind of modding, I'm really happy for having you here tonight. Thank you, everybody. Good night for now. This has been a short sandwich show stream. I'm Davey. We'll see you soon, maybe tomorrow, and most likely on Thursday. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Why am I not going on Tuesday? Oh, I know why. Tuesday, I got to do on Tuesday. Who doesn't like food? That's a great question. I think everybody likes food. Great question. I'm Mod Big. Bye, everybody. Copy those raid calls. Good night, everybody. Y'all be good to yourselves. Stay cool out there. Chat with you soon, my friends.